I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to my Fix It channel. I'm not fixing today. I was driving in a small town. Look at what I see through the window. It's like, is that trucks? Old trucks? Weird trucks too. Some names I haven't seen. Take a look with me. I'm presenting this in 4K if you want to watch it on your TV. It should be pretty easy to see. A big hoard of old trucks. So I turned around to come back and yeah, I saw what I thought I saw. Tons of trucks. Lots of 50s stuff, but there was some, stuff from the 30s and maybe 20s too. So I'll just pick out some of the ones that I thought were a little unique, stuff you don't see all the time. Plus, being in Manitoba, Canada, lots of Mercuries, which you don't see in the States, which are basically just Fords built here in Canada with the Mercury name. Well, they do have some differences too. A lot of them had a lot fancier chrome stuff that only fit the Mercury and not the Ford. Cars were like that as well. This one stuck out for me, figuring it's a 38, 39 Ford. Look at that grill, very unique for those. Looks like a 1 ton or 2 ton or something ton, bigger truck. It looks like he's had the hood and some other parts as well. Do I know if these things are for sale? No, I don't. Do you think they're for sale? Probably not, or you're not going to get them cheap because this is quite the collection. No sign saying they're for sale, so I tried getting hold of some people and I couldn't. F68, that's a Ford. Take a look in the window. A lot of them were, they must have been farmer trucks. Lots of them are like 1 tons or bigger. How about this one, a Federal? This one's an oldie. I tried finding out what year this is. Wasn't the easiest thing to do. In fact, I didn't find out. Look at the rim. Love that rim. I think there was a cap that went on it too, a really big one. Here's the motor. Starter alternator probably, or starter generator. And nothing like sitting on the gas tank. Must have had some other gauges. Said it was a Federal, maybe a W5. Some of the other gauges missing, just a charging gauge for your battery. Kind of neat. Too bad the rest of the truck isn't there. But again, it probably was a stake box. Lots of those here. Again, these would have been probably farmers' vehicles, not your normal driving truck. This one, 46, I think, GMC 1 ton. There's the big GMC name there too. See a lot of Chevys. GM, maybe not as much. Saskatchewan truck from way back. Quite the headlight. We'll come back to that headlight pot in a minute here. Again, took a look just to see what it was. Not bad for rust on the body. But if it's been sitting on the chassis all this time, like on the frame, off the ground, probably helps a little bit for how old they are. Some of the other typical stuff, a lot of GMs again too. Go over here, 46 Fargo 1 ton. They would have been Dodges in the States. A GM, another GM. Another one that we had, the Fargo brand. I guess it would have been Dodge in the States. Could have been Dodge here too. 46, I think, 1 ton. This is a Canadian model. That might be Chevy International here. Yeah, there's a few of these trucks kicking around. Not bad. And then this is cool. It's an International. I think it's about a 1946. When that grill was new, it would have been all chrome. See on this side, got stainless steel. But on the other side, they're all missing. Somebody's stolen them all. Cool looking truck though. That would have been this one here. How about a white? You've seen the white brand, and not a big truck like a semi or something. This is, again, probably a 1 ton or 2 ton. Pretty cool looking. And what's neat on the hood here, the cutouts, and it says Super White Power. Of course, talking about the truck, white, it's got the Super, and that truck I thought was kind of neat here. I'll come back to it in a minute. It looks like a GM, but it's not. Trying to look inside, back of the cab, box. Thought, oh, maybe I could just, does this open? I didn't want to pry. Look at the engine here. Kind of neat. Is that a little turbo? I don't know what that was. Now this, I thought it was a GM from far away, but it's a Maple Leaf. 36, I believe. Look at the grill. That's why I think it's a 36. These kind of a V shape. And Maple Leaf was a Canadian brand again. It's basically a GM, but we built them here in Canada under the Maple Leaf name. I guess it was a tariff thing, which we're right now in 2025, a big tariff war going on. So you'll understand how that would work if it was made at home instead of transporting them in or out. Yeah. Another international, I believe. I took more video on this and then it got lost somehow. Yeah, and that was our little trip. There's a few more trucks too. I wish I would have had more video on it. It's having camera trouble. This is in 4K as I mentioned. I'll do a couple of photos at the end here just to show you what else a little closer. There's that Federal again. And again, it would have had a big cap in the middle, a GM. That was at 46. Kind of neat. Look at that headlight pot, huh? Wow. It's wild. There's that white pickup again too, or well, I guess it probably was a 1-ton or bigger. It's falling apart a little bit. Neat, the grill is chrome. Super white power, as it mentions there. So everybody had their little names as to what they were. Even the headlights have some chrome around them. Here's that International again, with all the chrome missing out of the grill. Not sure what they would have taken those for. I guess it was probably stainless steel, wouldn't it be, back then? Here's that Fargo. GM, of course, another Fargo. I think it's 46 or so. A little beat up. The rest of the body's not bad for wear. Another Fargo. Some Fords, a Mercury. The blue one's a Ford, and you can see the chrome is a little different from the one beside it. Here's that 38. I believe this was a Ford. Again, not a half-ton. Here's that Maple Leaf again. That basically would be a GM. Different grill though. But IH again. Seen a lot of those in half-tons, but not here. Gas tank to sit on. This I didn't notice the first time, but the second time I looked close at the motor. I wonder if they had water in the cylinders or in the water jacket, and it froze. Some more different trucks. I do see a few of them around. There's a Maple Leaf again. Interesting way they have the grills on the hood. Oh, and I believe it's a Ford V8, and then beside it was a Mercury. Here's that Federal again. So it's a Mercury, a lot more chrome on the Mercuries. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, give me the thumbs up. You can subscribe. I usually do repairs, but I do a lot of these other ones. So you can click on one of the videos up ahead here on top and see more of car shows and things like that.